Hi everyone, good evening. Good evening from here, from Nigeria. Yes, this is 10 minutes past 5 Nigerian time. 11 minutes past 5 Nigerian time. You're welcome to this live stream. How are you guys doing? Yes, we're going to have a busy week. Yeah, busy weekend, busy week. All right. So guys, all right, guys, can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Let me. Okay, I think. All right. Okay. Yes, I am live now. All right, guys. So you're coming in, like this live stream, like and share. I've shared the live stream as well. All right. So today I'm going to quickly, introducing us to this year's Miss Universe Nigeria pageant. You guys must have seen that I've started posting content. I've started posting, my pre-arrival leaderboard. I started posting um, um, snippets of the contestants, the headshots, the videos, the arrival, best in arrival outfits. Okay, I posted that one yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to be posting consistently during the duration of this pageant, this particular Miss Universe Nigeria pageant. Okay, so I just want to quickly come here and talk about the new winner for Miss Universe Thailand. Okay, so if you've been following the pageant, today we had a new winner. Okay, for Miss Universe Thailand. For those of you that watched the show, let us know your thoughts, because left to me, I felt like this show was one of the biggest, and like the stage was magnificent. Like I've not really seen this type of stage before in a beauty pageant. This is the first time I'm seeing such a magnificent stage. The lighting, everything was on point, and I like the fact that the production of this year, it wasn't as long as the previous years. This year at least within 2 hours we're done with the pageant. Okay, so there were no elongated production. They didn't film for long. I like the fact that everything was done with time. Like they put the time into consideration when they were filming this particular pageant. So I like that about them. They finished on time, and I like the fact that the commercials were not that much. At least it wasn't that long. Okay, so we were able to finish within time. And of course, I'm happy with the winner. Yes, that's why in fact, that's one of the topics for today. Veena, pravener has been like, I would like put it, like I would liken her to Yekachi Douglas here in Nigeria. Although this was Veena's fourth time contesting for the pageant. Why Ekachi was that this was supposed to be her third time, if not that she was rejected by the organization. But I feel like Veena, she deserves the win, because it was a very, very personal journey for her, coming back, year after year, and this is finally, she has finally gotten the crown. So I'm very, very happy for Veena. I felt like, she was the standout from day one. If you watched the video I think I did that video beginning of this year, where I talked about the fact that this year, is the year for the comeback queens. And so far so good. Atisa has won for Philippines, Veena has won for Thailand. So I feel like this is the year for comeback queens, except for Nigeria, because you guys know what happened to Yekachi. Yekachi was supposed to complete the equation, but she was not given the opportunity to participate in the pageant. All right, so let's go forward, and I don't want this life. Like Pravina's victory was well deserved. I feel like this is Thailand's. This year is Thailand's year in Miss Universe, because Veena is a very strong contender. I feel like she's someone that can give Thailand their Miss Universe crown, okay. And another thing again, she's very fluent in English, okay. So I feel like I've heard her speak in English, and I feel like her English is something that is very very she's very fluent. And being that Thailand is the host nation for this year's Miss Universe, at least she can able to interact with the press, with the foreign press. At least being very fluent in English will help you as a going into Miss Universe. And not only about going to the Miss Universe competition, Thailand is the host nation for Miss. I feel like she's going to be a good hostess, if that's the right word to use. She's going to be a good hostess for this year's Miss Universe pageant. So I'm looking forward to what Thailand, with this kind of production, I know that they are going to do very well in the main pageant, in the main pageant coming up in November. So I like the fact that Thailand. No, Thailand has been a very good host. Even while they hosted in 2018, yes, 2018 they had the best stage, the best production. Everything was on point. So I'm not. I know Thailand will deliver, in terms of production for this year's Miss Universe pageant. All right. So Veena winning the pageant, of course, I'm very happy with her victory, and I feel like she's going to be a good hostess. Okay. All right. So yeah, going forward. Today we had the Miss Universe Nigeria press conference. Okay, and in that press conference we had the chaperone, we had the sponsors, in attendance, and also the contestants in attendance. Okay, Chidinma wasn't present in that particular conference. You guys know what has been happening. Okay, so it's clear that Chidinma is not going to be participating in this year's pageant. Okay, she's not going to be participating in the activities, to hand over her crown. Okay, so obviously she has cut ties. It is clear that she has cut ties with the Miss Universe Nigeria organization. Okay, so yeah, she was not present at the press briefing. Even the president of the Silverbird organization, yeah, he wasn't present as well. He wasn't amongst the members of the high table. He wasn't there. I think the chaperone, Miss Julia Hegerman, was there. Sponsors were there. They were present at the briefing, at the press conference. I don't have the details of, because definitely they're going to unveil the prize money. They're going to unveil more sponsors. They are going to unveil what the sponsors have in store for the contestants during the duration of this pageant. Okay, so I think that was what they discussed in the press conference. I didn't watch because I was busy watching Miss Universe Thailand. But let me see if there's any highlight that I want to talk about in terms of what the press conference the press conference is all about. Okay, so um okay, I didn't partake in the press conference. um just that some of them, just more or less like unveiling the prize money, like I said before, just sponsors speech, more or less like what to expect in the camp, this 1 week camping activity. You guys know that next Saturday is the final of Miss Universe Nigeria. Okay, so you guys should hold on. I'm going to be doing a watch party, like a live reaction. Okay, yes, I've put everything in place for that live reaction to the finals. So you guys should join me. I will schedule that live stream way before that particular date. Okay, so that we can all join in the tension. All right, so I am looking for the highlights of the event. I'm looking for the highlights of the event. I can't find it. So whatever comes up, this live stream is more or less like a chit chat. Okay, just let us chit chat on what is going to happen in this year's pageant. But I have another live stream tomorrow. Yes, I have another live stream scheduled for tomorrow. That one I'll talk about the camping activities, strategies, and front runners and all that. But let's see how it goes. I'm trying to see if there's any updates. I don't know if there's any updates. It's just a pity that I didn't watch that live stream. That's a press conference rather. I was busy with Miss Universe Thailand. I was busy watching Miss Universe Thailand, so I didn't know. I didn't follow up. So I don't have much information. I don't have much information. Yeah, I don't have much information. Comment below, comment down, comment your thoughts on the new Miss Universe Thailand, and also, yeah, let's talk about Chidinma's absence from the press conference, Miss Universe Nigeria press conference. Okay, so if you're going to be, if you are watching or you're watching, let us know your thoughts. Like seriously, I'm happy for Veena. I'm happy for her, because at some point I was kind of scared that we would Thailand want to crown crown a winner that is not fully Thai. You guys know that Veena is not but she was born and bred in Thailand. So I was kind of scared, but at the end of the day, when during the final round of the Q&A, the top 3 Q&A question, I just knew. Although there were no translators, and that's one of the reasons why I said it's important for us to have translators, because I didn't get to know how they answered the Q&A. There was no translator, they didn't translate in English, they were speaking Thai, so I did not get to know what they answered. But with the confidence on stage, with the way they answered their questions, I felt like Veena had already won after the last Q&A, the top 3 Q&A. I had a feeling that she was going to win, because the way she answered that question, she was very, very sure of herself. She was very confident. She was very, very she was just on point. She was there for business. You could see that she was there for business when she was answering that question. Like, she was serious. She was serious. She was really, really serious. I'm trying to see if there's any update, guys. Trying to see if there's any updates from the Miss Universe. There's no updates, guys. No updates. I'm looking forward to that live reaction. I'm going to do a live reaction. So to Miss Universe Nigeria. So you guys should keep a date with me. Grab your popcorn, grab your drink, whatever. And guys, I don't know if I mentioned it, that you guys should follow me on Instagram. I don't know how many of you are following me on Instagram. I think Crystal TV. Please follow me on Instagram. And there's an announcement coming up very soon. I'm going to be launching a book. Okay. Yes, my book is going to be launched. I don't know whether I should do it before Miss Universe Nigeria or after. I'm trying to think about it. It's all about pageantry for newbies, people that basically are new to pageantry, and they want to get information on how to, on the basics of pageantry. Okay, that book covers all you need to know about pageantry for a first timer. It's not for persons that have participated before. It's for newbies, people that want to participate in pageant, because I get questions a lot on what do I do. I want to participate in so many persons don't have an idea on how to participate in pageants, and I feel like with the experience I've gotten as a pageant analyst, and judging, having covered pageants for the few years I've covered pageants. At least I know one or two things that will help the newbies. For those of them that are coming into pageant for the very first time. At least I have one or two things that I want to share. That I'm going to share in that book. Okay, so it's just for a token amount. Yeah, I'm going to more or less like launch that book very soon. Okay, so if you're a newbie and you want to know about pageants, you want to just have know the dynamics of pageants, the guidelines of pageants or participating in beauty pageants, and you just want to get that information before you participate. Guided as to the pageants that you want to that you're interested in. That book is going to be very, very, very beneficial to you. As a newbie, as a pageant enthusiast, as someone that wants to participate in pageants. It's more or less like a very, very good book. Okay, so I'm going to be launching that book very soon. Hello, Brian Boma. Where are you chatting from? You say hello, beautiful. Thank you so much for the compliment. You're welcome to my channel. Please let me know where you're chatting from, okay? And please like this live stream. Oh, nobody has liked. Please like the live stream so that YouTube can recommend my videos. Okay, you say you're chatting from Kenya. All the way from Kenya. You're welcome. You're welcome to my channel. So please, what's the greeting for Kenyans? I only know Zimbabwe. I think is this Zimbabwe or Zambia? Zambia Kuchalo. That's the only one I know. What's the greeting for Kenya? What's your general welcome your guest or whatever? Just let me know, alright? You're welcome. So, like I said, I'm going to be launching that book very soon for pageant new enthusiasts and persons that don't know much about pageants. So that book is going to be very, very beneficial to you, okay, to pageant enthusiasts. Alright. So very soon I'll be launching that book. But please, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go and follow me on Instagram at Abecrystal TV. Alright, I have, I post a lot of content there as well, a lot of pageant content there as well, right? So if you're a lover of beauty pageants, okay, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell notification button because there's a lot of pageant content. And also I'm trying to incorporate every other thing into my channel, at least before the year runs out or by next month. I want to try and incorporate other things channel. I'm trying to grow the community, I'm trying to grow the channel. So obviously I know that I also have product reviews as part of my niche. Okay, so I'm going to be doing more of makeup product reviews aside pageants. Okay, so I'm trying to get one or two things in place before I do that. Okay, so once my equipment arrive, I'll start off with my product reviews and makeup videos. Okay, all right guys, so yeah, that's it for this live stream. I don't have much to say. Okay, so if you're going to be watching, please comment down below on this particular topic. Aside from Veena winning the Miss Universe Thailand, I also talked about Chidinma's absence from the press conference, and yes, so it's clear that Chidinma has or she has cut off ties with the Miss Universe Nigeria organization, and we're going to be looking at what that impact is going to how her absence is going to impact the pageant in the coming days. Obviously, who is going to crown the successor? We'll talk about that in previous live streams and videos. So I expect a lot of content this week because I'm going to be very busy, giving you guys the full coverage for this year's Miss Universe Nigeria pageant. All right, guys, thank you so much for the engagement. Okay, thank you so much for the support here on my channel. I know a lot of you watch, most of you are busy, most times you don't comment, but I see some of your comments, I see some of your share, engagement. It's fine. I hope to see more of you this week, okay, because I'm going to be coming on live I'm going to be coming on live most every day. Probably if I don't have any much talk or anything to talk about, I might not come on live, but at least I'll be coming on live frequently, during the duration of this coverage. Okay, so you guys should just stay put. Okay, I want to see more of you guys online. Okay, please come out online to support me, because if you don't come out to support my live streams, it's kind of boring. Okay, I can't be talking alone, so you guys should come and support my live streams, please, please, please. Okay, all right, thank you all for joining me today. Brian Boma, thank you for coming all the way from Kenya. Please subscribe to my channel, subscribe, like, and share. All right, guys, I'll see you all in my next video coming up very soon. Bye.